everyone, so this is going to be a Argent Saga news video. Before I start off the video, I want to say if any of you guys are longtime viewers of my channel, if you guys just pop in and watch the videos, that's great. I appreciate that. But I would consider subscribing. It really helps me. It gives me incentive to keep doing this. You know, if people are going to watch the videos and not subscribe, I don't know if anyone is really into what I'm putting out. So if you guys don't like the video, if you don't subscribe, like I said, it really doesn't give me a whole lot of incentive to keep doing this. So if you guys can support me in that way, that'd be great. If you can see this little screenshot here, I mean, only, 20% of the people that watch my channel are actually subscribed. So it'd be great if you guys could hit that subscribe button and the like button, if you enjoy this video. So anyway, let's get into it. I'm down off my soapbox now. So we got two pieces of news today. Basically, the Argent Saga team has announced that they are going to do a booster set 4. This was definitely up in the air for a lot of people, I think, including myself. But they've decided to move forward. They're planning on releasing this in October. I'm really hoping the economy bounces back by then and this coronavirus stuff is figured out so we can start having live tournaments. I really miss playing the game. I haven't done the online locals. I'm really out of it. If you guys have noticed a lack of deck profiles, it's just because I don't know what to bring you. I really don't. I wish I played some more so I can actually build some decks for you with the new stuff that's out. But it seems to be widely available from like Kalen and all of those guys that compete in the online locals. So at least it's available to you guys to see what's kind of doing well or not. But anyway, so this booster set 4 is coming out in October. And the art on these characters is very, very nice. It seems to be a little more mature. I don't know if I'm the only one thinking that or not, but the art before was mature still. It just seemed a little cartoonish, but this seems really legit. So I think this looks great. They haven't really given us any details, of course, what's going to be themes, if there's any new kind of element or any kind of new mechanic introduced in set 4. So all we know is that it's going to be released in October, and this is what kind of the art is going to look like. So I'm very excited for this. I think October is a pretty good time frame. I still don't know what that means for the national championship kind of thing that they had planned. This whole coronavirus is just throwing everything out of whack. So I don't know. So that was the first piece of news that I wanted to talk about. So the second piece of news that we got was LGS Pack Volume 3. So very interesting here. This seems pretty close to each other from LGS 2 versus LGS 3 in comparison to when LGS Pack Volume 1 came out. But I do like the LGS packs. I was a little bummed at LGS Pack Volume 2. We did have the Giga Shard Beast, but it seemed on average you were only getting 2 copies of each if you bought a box. I know, this game is a little different from other games where if you buy a case, you're almost guaranteed a play set of everything. At least that's how my first 2 or 3 sets went. So I guess I was just a little disappointed that it happened that way, but I guess we've been a little spoiled because it's definitely not like that in other card games. But anyway, I digress. So we do get 2 new cards in here. And then we have, our reprints. So interesting here. We have some Conviction full art cards there in the back. You have some of the, decent fire rares from Ascension there in the back as well as full art. Bone Scavenger full art is nice. Looks like Shard Spiders behind it. You have the Shadow Liger, some equips. You have that terrible Grove Elemental card. You have the full art Skyship quick play, which is pretty good, and then you have the LGS July promo in the back left there. So there's some decent options. You also have the new Knight, the 1-cost Knight, right behind Poltergeist here on the left. But these 2 new cards, let's talk about these real quick. We'll go to full screen mode on those. Okay, so the first one is Unrestrained Poltergeist, 2-cost unit, 500 power, so pretty darn weak. But it has a ruined ability that says send the top 3 cards of a player's deck to the discard zone, then a different player expels the top 3 cards of their deck. So very, very interesting here. Something that needs to be clarified, I don't know if it has been already by Damien, but I'm wondering if the cards that are expelled face down or face up, meaning do you get the effect of the cards once they're expelled? So if someone is playing like a red deck, if you expel some Blazewalker units, are they going to get the effect, or is it something that is face down? You can check and see what the cards are, but they don't get their effects. That's something that I would like to know. Interesting card here. It pairs nicely with Serpio, obviously. Milling your deck is never a bad thing. We've seen that Ergon really abuse the heck out of that, so it's kind of a cool addition to Ergon. It pairs well with the Mimic Gargoyle. This is something that you can target in your discard zone to get that ruined effect if you play it in Ergon. And then expelling from a different player's deck is very interesting too. So this could go both ways. I mean, both of these things can be beneficial for you, whether you want to send the top cards of your opponent's deck to their discard zone, or if you want to, mill your own and then expel their cards. This gives you a decent option to build a mill strategy, which is probably the first time we've had this in this game. So that's kind of cool. I know back before the game kind of sped up, the blue-black decks were very drawn out, and some of the only ways to win or lose whenever it was like in a mirror match was to deck the other person out. So that was kind of funny, and this card would really come in handy during those times. I don't know how it's going to play out now. Like I said, I haven't even played, so I have zero idea, what's even in the meta currently. But this is an interesting card. I don't know if it's going to change anything. 2 cost 500 is really bad. Can't do anything with towers or anything like that. So you're using it for the ruined ability, and the ability itself, I don't think it's really fantastic. I mean, you have stuff like Shrieker that is a 1-cost unit, mills the top cards of your deck, which is why I think you would be using this. But yeah, I don't know. Seems okay, but nothing great. And then the second new card that we have in the LGS Volume 3 is Ceremonial Harpist. It's a 3-cost unit with 1500 power. Has the Guardian ability, and it says this card cannot deal damage and cannot be targeted by spells. It also has a ruined ability where you search your deck for another one and put it into play. So it's pretty much it's an Argent version of Golem of Devourment. And Golem of Devourment is very good. This is an extra cost, but it does have 500 more power. And it also can't be targeted by spells. So interesting here. I don't know if this would be played. The not dealing damage is rough, but it's needed because it replaced itself. I mean, it's a pretty good wall. It's going to stop anything that's, under 1500. But again, I don't know how much impact it's going to have. I don't think any. So as far as the new cards go in LGS Volume 3, they're kind of lackluster in my opinion. So I don't know. I mean, anytime you can get full art cards is very nice, especially since it's exclusive, and this is the only way you can get these cards. So it always, gives them a little bit of value. But yeah, I don't know. From a competitive standpoint, I don't think these 2 cards really have any effect. So, that's it, guys. We just have the announcement of the new booster set in October. So our 4th set, which is very exciting. I'm glad that they are moving forward in the company and creating new product for us. Fantastic. Love it. Just hope we can get back out there soon. We can all see each other again and start playing in person. I'd really look forward to that, so I can stop playing these stupid mobile games that I'm making videos on. It is fun. I'm just kidding around. But, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. I miss you guys. All right. Zeppelin out.